What's up, guys? Everybody joining in. Kaji Gus, what's going on? Promise Garcia, what's up? Tough weight. Let's do others. Pinot, Kal, what's up? JP, Strength Dice in the house. What's going on? How you guys doing today? Cabana, how you doing? Good to go? All right, guys. Looks like everybody's online as far as that goes. What's up, guys? Welcome to Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO, founder of Titan Medical Center. I'm here with you guys every Tuesday to go over great topics, things that you might have questions about, whether it's therapies, how to get to a certain weight, gaining muscle. All these different things are open topics and categories that we can talk about. And don't forget about how Titan Medical Center can help you guys out nationwide, from hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers, peptide therapy, blood work nationwide, everything under the sun we can help you guys out with. And if you guys are local, we'll be able to do IV work too in-house. So we're here to help you guys be your best, feel your best, and look your best. What's up, YG Lee, Nika, Tati, Smith, what's going on? C-Mass, Greg Hickle, what's going on? Squad every day. Kaji Gus, how you doing, brother? It's glad to have you guys in here. Louis D Fitness, what up? How you doing? I hope all is well. Michelle Gan, how you doing? I hope all is well with you too. Tough weight, what's going on? What to take for my first cycle? All right, so we can kind of talk about some of these different things. But I want to make sure that we stay on the path of Titan Medical Center topics. So when we talk about no blood test for ECAs, by the way, just seeing that on there. John, what's the benefits of removing added sugars from your diet? A huge benefit. Sugars are definitely a bad way to go. It's a lot of sugars, and sugar is addictive. So, you intake sugar and you want to keep intaking sugar, right? That's why you get hooked on one thing. You're like, oh, I want the whole bag, per se, right? So if you get rid of sugar in your body, it's going to help immensely. And this can help out with things that might procure afterwards down the line, like diabetes or becoming pre-diabetic. So you can save yourself the time without having the added sugars, especially nowadays. I mean, the added sugars are in everything, under the sun. Now, if it comes between a sugar substitute and real cane sugar, I'd probably pick real cane sugar, but that's still not healthy for you, especially in large amounts. We can take a little bit, but not a lot. And sugar is in everything, like I said, across the sun. So if you can take away that and remove that from your diet, you're going to lose weight a lot quicker, and you're going to feel a lot better probably because of it. So that would be the benefit of doing that. Mediformin in the house, what's going on? I hope all is well. I still need to talk to Chris. Let me see. I had a question about blood work. Hey, John, do I need to get blood work for ECA Stack Plus? That is a no. You do not need blood work for ECA Stack Plus. That's ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, and B12 and chromium. So at that point, you guys can get the ECA Stack. All you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You'll see a medical provider, and then at that point, they can prescribe this. Now, you have to be in good health. If you have, let's say you had open heart surgery, we're probably not going to prescribe ECA Stack Plus to you, okay? But if you're generally healthy, then you're going to be a good candidate for this therapy. It's going to help out with energy, mental clarity, focus, and weight loss to go along with it. All right. So let's go on to the first topic of the day. So our therapy of the week is our Ultimate Hair Health Package. And the Ultimate Hair Health Package includes 3 different therapies. And these 3 different therapies are Injectable Biotin, Hair Health Capsules, and our Titan Medical Center Hair Health Revitalizing Foam. Now, all 3 of these work together to give you the best possible result of keeping all your hair, hopefully growing back the hair that you're missing, and thickening your hair across the board. And the sooner that you get to your hair loss or hair thinning, the better it's going to be. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. So if you're having these issues, alopecia, that's another one I've seen a lot of females and males, but I see females because males are more in general to like most, or at least half, I would say, that if I'm losing all my hair, I'm just going to shave my head. And they don't really have a problem with it because guys can shave their head and go walk around bald. But girls generally like to have hair, right? And there are some girls that rock a nice clean shaved head and look beautiful doing it. So I can't hate on them. But most girls like to have their hair, and that essentially is one of their accessories to their body as far as looking good and feeling confident about themselves. And guys, there are guys out there too. Guys don't want to lose their hair. They don't. But you know what? Genetic disposal to this, like having your dad, your mom, or whoever it is have hair loss, this puts you in a higher risk for you to have hair loss. Same thing for females. If you have, that genetic gene in you for hair loss or balding, you might be in a higher risk for this too as well. And then all the other things that could affect this, right? Whether it's your thyroid or, some people after some of these, viruses they caught and started losing their hair too or thinning. So jump on it as quick as possible. And these things are awesome. I mean, really, really awesome. When we came up with these things, I was like, this is going to be a game changer. Now, injectable biotin. Biotin's actually, B7. That's what it is. And, with this injectable biotin, you're getting a lot better than any oral supplementation of biotin. Because a lot of people take oral biotin. They take it in a pill capsule or, a liquid form. But injectable is going to be your fastest transportation rate to get inside the bloodstream in the body and the highest absorbency, way higher than any oral supplementation you're going to take. And taking this will definitely help along with a lot of different things from hair, skin, nails. It also does a nice little great thing by turning, helping turn carbohydrates into energy too as well. Then we have our Titan Hair Health Capsules. These things I take every single day. I take a good dose. And, Sharice actually takes the injectable biotin because she loves her hair, right? And she wants it to grow back. She lost a lot of it because of the virus. And at that point, she's retaining it and she's gaining. So that's the goal. For me, the hair health capsules keep my hair exactly where they want to be, help me control DHT levels in my body too as well, because that is a big problem with things, especially if people get on testosterone replacement therapy, whether you're male or female. DHT levels can rise. And if you take higher doses of testosterone or androgens, this can increase your risk of losing hair and at a faster pace too, and expediting that. So, you really got to be careful. And this is where blood testing really comes into play to see what's really going on. If you are experiencing hair loss, it might be a good idea to get a blood test and to at least get your full thyroid tested, not just TSH, but T3, T4, and to get a DHT test done, just to see where everything lies. And at that point, if you need help there, you can get that. But the hair health capsules, like I said, I use those every single day. I know a lot of other people do too as well. And you're talking about some amazing components in there, like histine, saw palmetto, biotin again in oral form, so you will get it, methionine, acetylcysteine, which is NAC, grapeseed oil, and nettle leaf. It's a great solution for people to help strengthen their hair, grow their hair back. And then we have the third one, our Titan Revitalizer Hair Foam. And this is a great one because you apply this topically. Now this has minoxidil, right, which is going to help keep the hair that you have. Then it has finasteride to help grow the hair and to keep the hair. And then it has lanthropose, which helps thicken the hair. So, with this, you're getting a big, wide range of things that is focusing directly on your hair, skin, and nail health with these three therapies. And you're going to get a discount on getting all three of these therapies too as well. So it might be worth you looking into if you're worried about your hair, or if you have hair issues, have problems, and you're looking for a good solution. This could possibly be that solution for you guys to help you with your journey for good hair health. Okay? And if you guys are interested in this, all you guys got to do is call or text the line 727-389-3220. So, Jordan, what's going on, brother? How you doing? All right, we got a question here. All right, so what are the peptides? What do each of them do? There's a lot of peptides, so I will cover a good majority of them if you guys have that question. Kaji Gus, you're on here almost every week, dude. I'm definitely going to cover them for you. So let's go over them. So let's start out with our healing peptides. And I was just on a live before this one with Michael Hearn on his live. And we did like an hour and 8 minutes talking about a whole bunch of great things. And peptides were involved to a certain extent. But let's get into them. So healing peptides. The most beneficial healing peptides that are out there, BPC-157 and TB500. So these are both healing peptides. They're amino acid sequence chains. And what do they do? So these are great for post-surgery, right? Scarring for those. Then it's good for ligaments, joints, tendons, muscles. It's good for taking away inflammation. Both of these things are. And the way that they really work is they really bring blood to the site to help heal the area they create new blood vessels. BBC 157 is more site-specific, where TB 500 works systematically throughout the body. And using both of these together, they work systemically through the body. So at that point, you'll be able to get great results with one of them and even better results with both of them. Okay? And depending on what the issue is, depending on what one you probably want to use. TB 500 is great for connective tissue too as well. So it's a big upside to it. All right, so let's get into GHRHs, growth and releasing hormone peptides. So with these, you're talking about CJC 1295, ipamorelin, which we combine both, so you'll get both those peptides in one vial to inject at the same time. And then the other one after that would be MK677, ibutamoren. So that is a capsule. So with CJC 1295 and ipamorelin, the way that it works and what it does is it helps stimulate your natural growth hormone. So it stimulates the natural growth hormone in your body. That converts down to IGF-1 in the body, and this helps all the great things for anti-aging and sleep, hair, skin, nails, to libido, and all these great things. Ipamorelin, same way, like I said, this creates a pulse to create more growth hormone, and they work together too. That's where we put them together. And they work together phenomenally. And they will definitely help you in so many ways, from getting lean to putting on lean body mass. A lot of great things come along with those peptides. Then you have MK677, which I mentioned before, is a capsule. This is the only oral GHRH peptide out there, so it's a growth hormone releasing hormone peptide. The way that this works is it stimulates IGF-1 levels. It bumps up the pituitary to create its own. And it does maybe raise it a little bit more than what a natural pituitary would. And this gives you higher IGF-1 levels, which will help increase recovery, increase lean body mass, strength, all these great things. And the flip side about this is that with this, you're taking it orally and you're not injecting it, where some people don't like doing that. The only flip side to this one, and a negative effect, that you really won't get from CJC 1295 and ipamorelin is you won't get the hunger factor. This stimulates ghrelin, the hunger hormone, tremendously. And at that point, you're going to want to eat down the house, so be prepared. After that, we have AOD 9604. This is a weight loss peptide. It's 176 fragment of GH, so growth hormone. Growth hormone is 191, so you're getting 176 out of the 191, the amino acid sequence. Now, this does not have any of the negative side effects with growth hormone. So you won't grow bigger ears, nose, forehead. It won't raise sugar levels. And the other thing about it is it won't raise IGF-1 levels, which growth hormone would and should. So you're not going to get any of that effect. But what it will do is it will create lipolysis, and at that point, lipolysis is destroying fat that's inside the body. So basically the way it works is that whatever food that you're eating, instead of storing that as fat inside the body, it's going to utilize it for energy. The other thing it does is it utilizes the fat already stored in the reserves as energy. That is how you get weight loss from AOD 9604, which is awesome. It's exactly what you want to do. After that, PT141. That's a sexual peptide. And PT141 was FDA approved for female libido enhancement, but it works on males the exact same way. And how does it work? So traditionally for males, we use ED medications like Viagra or Cialis, which is tadalafil or sildenafil. But for women, there really wasn't any good options out there that truly enhance libido. I know there were some pills that came out before. I can't remember the name of them, but they didn't work too well. After that, PT141 came along, which is a peptide, and it's an injectable. And this stimulates libido by the nervous system. So it's a true libido effect. Instead of like the traditional ones that males use for vasodilation and blood flow to the extremities for the erection. So at that point, PT141 works for both guys and girls. And it works great. So if you're a female or a male and you want something that's really going to pop that libido up, then this is really going to do it for you. If you're a female and you haven't had orgasms before, this could possibly help you out. So there's a lot of great things that come along with this. And I think, I have some more peptides. So Epitalon. Epitalon is an anti-aging peptide. And what it does is it basically slows down the process of your telomeres shrinking. You're like, what is a telomere? So telomeres are inside the body, and telomeres basically dictate, how long we're fighting off genetic disease, right, or be predisposed to maybe some of these genetic diseases. Because as telomeres shrink and shorten, that's when these diseases genetically really pop out and come through. So that's another good one. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones out there. Semarelin's an old one. That's another GHRH peptide, but that's a dinosaur. Excuse me. I think that's it as far as peptides. If there's any other peptides you guys want me to cover, there's GUK with a copper peptide and stuff like that that we can get into down the road. But semaglutide. We can talk about semaglutide too. Semaglutide is another peptide to GLP-1, a glucagon-like peptide antagonist, and then what it does is it helps weight loss. One, it hits one portion of the brain that turns off the hunger factor in your body, and two, it helps the pancreas as far as insulin, and it helps lower hemoglobin A1C levels, which are sugar levels inside the body, which is another anti-aging effect because it slows down or stops cellular deterioration where it's at. So that's awesome things to utilize, and that's a great peptide too as well. Tirzepatide, that's another one, I guess, and that's another weight loss one. Big bad boy. It's a GLP-1 and a GIP. So at that point, you're getting two main components instead of one that's in semaglutide. So it works phenomenally too as well. These are all the peptides, Kaji Gus, that we usually talk and go over. There are more peptides out there, but I want to get to some. Maybe you guys got any other questions? Please let me know. You're welcome. You're welcome. Not a problem. Let's see who's on TikTok. Oh, man. You guys call me daddy on here. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I'm not going to give you... sorry, guys. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's get to the topics. Let's cover those. And listen, if you have any questions, please shout them out to me, and we'll cover them live. All right, so the first one is even one alcoholic drink per day is linked to a higher blood pressure. American Heart Association analysis finds. So I thought this to be pretty interesting because if you drink one alcohol drink per day, you're at a higher risk for higher blood pressure, which can cause strokes and heart attacks and all these great things. And blood pressure, if it stays high, is a silent killer. It can damage the kidneys. It can help destroy a lot of different things inside the body. So this is something that you really need to take into consideration and know where your blood pressure is at. Get a reading. All right. And if you say, I don't want, you can go into CVS or Walgreens. They usually have those machines in the cuff. Go right in, get the cuff. It'll tell you what your blood pressure is. If it is high and you have hypertension, which is blood pressure, at that point, you need to go get that checked out. You need to get maybe some medication, change your diet, increase activity, whatever it is. But this was done on 19,000 adults in the United States, Korea, Japan, and alcohol consumption was based on grams of alcohol consumed, not number of drinks, in order to keep the measurements consistent across the different countries because of different beverage sizes and standard cans per se, right? So after this, they found that basically if you drank one drink per day, you were definitely at a higher risk for blood pressure. It increased blood pressure. And at that point, somebody that did not consume an alcoholic drink was not in the highest risk of having high blood pressure like you would. But, at that point, really got to look at it. Alcohol, they say that drinking, right? We found no beneficial effects in adults who drank low levels of alcohol compared to those who did not drink alcohol. So, they were somewhat surprised to see that consuming an already low level of alcohol was also linked to high blood pressure changes over time compared to no consumption. So that's what I'm saying. Although far less than blood pressure increase seen in heavy drinkers. So the more alcohol you drink, the more at risk you are to have higher blood pressure, which can then cause the problems down the road. So this is really something to look at. 14 grams of alcohol equates to 12-ounce serving of regular beer, 5 ounces of wine, or 1.5 ounces of shots of distilled spirits. So that's what you really got to gauge it by. And are you having one, 12-ounce beer a day? Are you having one shot a day or whatever it may be? Then this is something you need to look at. Even 5 ounces of wine. Previously they said drinking one glass of red wine every night was supposed to be beneficial for cardiovascular health. Is this going up against the grain on that, right? Because that's a glass of alcohol, 5 ounces. So we need to look at this. And when we look at blood pressures, systolic blood pressure is not a strong predictor of heart disease compared to systolic. The release notes adding that these associations were seen in males, which accounted for 65% of the study participants, but not in females. The systolic results were seen in both. So at that point, the systolic really was found in more of the participants that were male, and systolic was for both male and female. So that's really the one you really want to look at. Like I said, chronic kidney disease, stroke, heart attack, this is all associated with high blood pressure. So it does not pay to have high blood pressure because you will have different health ailments that are going to affect you, maybe not sooner, but later, okay? So alcohol, I'm not saying don't drink alcohol either. I think that, you should be able to have a balanced life, but I think that you shouldn't consume alcohol every single day. And maybe if you're being social on it, maybe you have 1 or 2 drinks on the weekends or whatever it is, or you have a party or whatever, that's cool. I think that's okay. You're going out to see a concert, you're a DJ or whatever, you have a table, you have some drinks. That's fine. But don't drink every day. I see a lot of people that do that. They drink every single day. They get home or they get off work, they go to the bar or they go to the fridge and they grab a 6-pack of beer and might drink a 6-pack a day. Or they go to a bar, they drink a shot, they drink a beer, and they hang out and they talk. They might drink more than that. But I'm just saying, if you set that routine up, then you're going to stay in that routine. You can set up negative routines or positive routines. And you really want to set up the positive routine of not drinking. I'm telling you, you'll feel a lot better not drinking. I do see some people out there that say, oh man, I stopped drinking, I don't feel any different. Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to feel different not drinking. But they still swear by it. But I do see some people that say, I stopped drinking, I feel a hell of a lot different. I feel a lot better. I'm there, I'm ready to go, I'm getting better sleep, all this great stuff. So, just pick and choose when you want to drink alcohol. Don't make it a part of your daily routine. That's the big takeaway for it. If you want to relax, try Serenity for sure. That's a good one. All right. So let's go on to the next one. So when I talk about high blood pressure, I see another article in here, and this goes right along with health and fitness. It was isometric exercise versus cardio, which is better for lowering blood pressure. Now you're looking at this, you're like, all right, which one would probably be better for lowering blood pressure? Would it be the isometric exercise or the running? Or the cardio, whatever it is. So in this, they studied 270 people, right? Or 270 exercises for lowering blood pressure and found that static isometric exercises are the most effective. All the forms of exercise, including in the analysis, provided benefits through less than any of the isometric exercise, such as wall sits. Experts say that the mix of forms of exercise provides the strongest overall health benefits. So just don't do one, right? Include everything. But exercise associated with better health, and according to a new study, isometric exercise may be the best for people with high blood pressure, known as hypertension. So with this, high intensity intervals, dynamic resistance, isometric exercises, all these things were compared on the effects of blood pressure. And what they found was isometric training, which is, if you don't know what isometric training is, that's like if you go to a wall and you're pushing against it. It's like a solid piece, whether it's the ground, whether it's the wall, and you're doing an isometric and you're pushing against it. It's like almost like resisting, like resistance training, but that's what it is. So with these randomized controlled exercises, trials aimed at identifying the most effective exercises. The total participants was 15,827 participants. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. So wall sits was a great one for isometric exercises, and this helped achieve lowering blood pressure and providing resistance. So if you're looking to lower your blood pressure, then this would probably be a good exercise for you. And it's something that you can do in your home, your office, or wherever you may be. Wall slides are simple. You're just putting your butt against the wall, the back against it, and at that point, you're like sitting in a sitting position, and you're moving up and down. That's all wall slide is, all right? It's real simple and real easy to do. So definitely check it out, 100%. If you guys are in the Tampa area this weekend, so we're going to have Tampa Pro, we're the title sponsor. If you're looking to get a free B12 shot or amino shot, we're going to have them at the Titan Medical Center booth at Tampa Pro, Friday and Saturday. So at that point, you'll be able to get a free B12 shot or amino blend shot. Get to see us, get some free Titan gear, right? Take some pictures and have a great time and see all the great competitors and the great show that's getting put on. That's going to be awesome. So I can't wait to see everybody that comes out, right? All right, so the other one at that, we've got weekly poll. How do you grow and strengthen your hair, skin, and nails? 7% of you guys said home remedies. 11% said a healthy diet. 18% said prescribed medications from the doctor. OTC supplements, 19% over the counter. Titan therapies, 44%. I think it's the highest I've seen on therapies like that. That's awesome. So people are really into this, and people are obviously checking this out on the newsletter. And our remedies work, right? Like I said, the hair health capsules, the Biotin injectable, our revitalizing hair foam, these things work by themselves and work even better together. So if you want to combine them, you might get a better result. But if you're taking one of them, you're still going to get a great result too as well. So just something to look at if you guys want to look at something for your hair. And thank everybody for getting on the poll. Upcoming events, like I said, this weekend, Titan Medical Center Tampa Pro. After that, 9/15 and 9/16, the St. Pete Art and Fashion Week. That'll be in St. Petersburg. I can't wait for that. 10/21 Hurricane Pro at the St. Petersburg Coliseum. Another Tim Gardner production. And then we've got 11/2 to 11/5 Olympia in 2023 in Orlando, Florida. Can't wait for that. And that Sunday, 11/5 Festival of Speed at the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando. 11/18 Carson Couture at the Motor Enclave. Can't wait for that one. That's going to be exciting. Hopefully my garage is done by then too as well, so we have somewhere to chill. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's pretty much a show. I wanted to go live with you guys, talk with you guys, and I might be moving up the show time. So me and Art were talking about it, and let me know if you guys think this is a good time or not. I've always been at 6 p.m. the whole start of this, but I'm thinking maybe raising it up to an earlier time, because I know a lot of people, they told me they're driving home or they're on the road or whatever it may be. So I'd like to pick a better time, maybe 12 o'clock, maybe 1 o'clock would be better. People, if they're on lunch and they can watch on their lunch break and interact and have some, some good conversations. So please let me know, and we'll decide maybe next week if we're going to go live a little bit earlier. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. Keep it locked to our social medias. Go over to YouTube, press the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell, please, because there's a lot of great content on there, all full videos, stuff you might not even see on our Facebook or Instagram. Plus, I got exciting news coming for you guys on a lot of different levels, so I can't wait to share it with you. I just can't do it because everything ain't signed, but as soon as everything is signed, I'm going to go full blast and let you guys know what is going on, what is the future, who are some of the people that are going to join the Titan Medical team officially. I'm excited for all this. I'm excited to share with you guys. So I'll see you guys next week for Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO and founder of Titan Medical Center.